I like it. I feel like a stud now. You know? It worked, huh? I'm the envy of Comic-Con.
Welcome to the table, guys. Thank you for coming. Good to see you here.
Table 6 or 9?
I don't
Nobody
know.
knows. Let's keep it a mystery.
The best table.
That's the mysterious table.
We are. So who lives, who dies? Let's cut to the chase.
We live. I don't think anyone else lives. I think it's just us two. It becomes the adventures of Jimmy and Brian, and we roam the countryside solving crimes.
Cool.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Let's all agree. We all agree. Say aye.
Aye.
I also said you identify yourself by voice just to...
I'm the one who sounds like Cookie Monster.
And I'm the one that sounds like John Ritter.
I'm Aaron Abrams.
I do.
Yes.
I sound like John Ritter. I'm Scott Thompson. May he rest in peace.
So, Scott, can we ask you, I hear you have a twin. Are we ever going to see your twin?
I hope so.
I would like to know if
That has been mentioned twice.
Right?
So I hope Brian's got an idea, because I would love to play.
That would also be my nightmare.
What would you? How would
But
you?
the best part, here's what's going to happen. There is you got a twin, and then they're going to hire another actor, and they go, "Well, you're a fraternal twin, Scott." Like that would just kill me.
If you were identical, how would you handle that, like acting-wise? What do you think your twin's quirk would be?
His what?
His quirk, if he had a different thing than you, what would it be?
Well, my character drinks too much, so I think the other guy would be a teetotaler, and I think he'd work for the CIA. And that's what I think would
That'd be very cool.
Those softball games are very heated.
And like really could like a teetotaling CIA agent. Yeah.
That's very awesome.
Who's done a little bit better, maybe makes a little more money, and I'm bitter because I got passed over. Even though I'm the senior member of the team, I need to remind you.
There's gonna be a biography that Scott is in the middle of writing right now, and he'll release come fall.
I would
Zella
totally
doesn't
watch
have a
that.
twin.
I would watch it. No. Well. So I don't want to hog the table.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed at what the show gets away with.
I can't believe it.
I mean, I'm honest to God. I watched this
I
thing.
mean, it's one thing to read it and get the scripts and go like, holy smokes, holy smokes, holy smokes, and then you show up and then see it, and you're like, well, they're gonna have to shoot it in a way where we don't see this guy's entire back flayed open, and then you see it on TV and the whole back is flayed open. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Putting your nose to a dog.
Yeah.
Not that dogs don't like a nice nose treat.
But I think that part of the reason we get away with it, and I'm presuming because I'm not the ratings board, is because of how like quality the show is. The show has emotional resonance. It's not just like violence for violence sake.
Yeah.
There's people who are impacted by that violence. Emotion, like obviously Hugh's character is having a nervous breakdown, and that gets worse and worse and worse. And so I think that kind of helps us get away with stuff. Is how great the storytelling is and how rich it is. That's part of why the violence sort of works. It's not just like a cutty show that's trying to scare you and freak you out and give you a nightmare. It's trying to affect you emotionally in some way.
But like 5 years ago, you never would have seen this on network.
Yes,
This would have been only an HBO show.
Well, it's a response.
Even HBO would tremble at some of that stuff.
It's a real testament to NBC how much they support the show, not just creatively in what they're saying. It's like a cable show that they're allowing on their network. It gets kind of cable numbers, but it has a ravenous fan base and gets great reviews from people like you guys, and then we get to continue to live on.
So do you guys with a show like Hannibal feel like this is a golden age of television?
Television is certainly getting better.
Yeah, television is amazing.
It's picking up a lot of slack that, I think back in the 70s and 80s and the 90s again, there was independent film everywhere, and that was where you had real storytelling and stuff. And now it's all gone to TV.
Well, it's interesting that we're at Comic-Con, which is celebrating what you're talking about. So it is weird that we're at a convention, and television's gotten great because movies, hate to say it, but they've almost been ruined by this.
Well, they become big extravaganza. They become like size really matters.
It's like that in theater where we're in the age of spectacle. And because we can show everything now, we do. But the truth is, just because you can doesn't mean you should. And
Unless, of course, it's like a flayed back.
What's
A horse giving birth to a woman. Then show it. Then by all means.
Flaming bodies rolling down
Sure,
the
totem pole, the dead body, all that.
But you know what I mean? I mean, it's interesting because, yeah, Comic-Con is only celebrating superheroes and disaster movies and all that. And what I love about Hannibal is it is that part, but as Aaron said, they are human beings and they are affected, and the violence takes its toll, and I like that.
The other great thing about Comic-Con is it's a way for us to connect with there's the audience of things like Hunger Games and Marvel and DC, but also our audience, which is just super ravenous and kind of like, because the show's a bit fringy and weird in the best ways, its audience is very specific, and so it's a way for us to connect to them, and that's still the sort of roots of Comic-Con that I think shows like Hannibal, things like that really still exist here.
How did you enjoy the panel? Because you just had the panel with all the fans that have been camped out all night, got the flower crowns on. Like, how was it to actually experience it in person instead of just on social media?
Yeah, it's great to connect with them. Right?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's the thing, like, we connect with them over online as best we can, and all that stuff, and Brian is the king of that. With just connecting to fans in general, like, he shows up here and he's got literally truckloads of gifts.
The fans who's kind of gotten into the mainstream of it, Freddie Lowndes.
Is it you?
The Tattle Crime woman who's Freddie Lowndes online.
Okay.
And this question comes indirectly from her. She wants to know, speaking of the whole it affects you personally, what do you think your personal life outside of what we see on TV is like? Because we haven't seen as much of your backstory as yet. So
I still think, every time there's a lady in those scenes, whether it's Caroline or Eddie, I certainly try to flirt with them a little bit. And I did have a thing with Freddie Lowndes, which she's well aware of. I'm sure very memorable.
right.
But I think that's probably Brian's vice, whereas Jimmy's is booze. Mine might be sex.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
We got to steal, guys. Thanks.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the con.